The Mars DLC is close because we can already try out the new weapons in the arcade and see the achievements and trophies that give us an idea of what we can expect in this expansion. So let's get into it. If you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. As I noted in my video on Far Cry 5 update 1.08, you can already go and try the 4 new weapons from the second expansion, Lost on Mars, even if you don't plan on buying the expansion or not have the season pass. All you need to go to is the arcade. So yes, you need PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live, but apart from that, just pick a map with the Mars levels and go crazy with the 4 new guns. What I did is go to the arcade, then to solo and co-op maps, and then just select the newest maps, since these guns have just been added, so the newest maps have the highest chance of having them in the level. And then just try and look for a map with the name Mars or Aliens or something like that. You can even view the loadouts before you start the level, so you can see if all the weapons will be in the map you are about to play. But if you just want to do it on your own terms, then you can of course also make your own level and just select them as your loadouts, and then try the map so you can see how they feel and shoot before you use them on the aliens in the Mars DLC. We got 4 different weapons that we can try right now in the arcade. Let's start with the Nerve Reaper that falls under the Assault Rifle category and shoots some fast bullets, or I should say energy shocks. So what all the Mars weapons have in common is of course the futuristic look. You got this like wheel that is turning all the time, but also the fact that they don't have bullets but need to recharge. So they have unlimited ammo, but you have to watch the bar that is on the bottom right of the screen, because you have to wait for it to fill again before you can shoot. The lights on the gun also warns you if you are almost out of bullets. You see a yellow light, and if you are, you see a red light, and then you have to like watch your energy recharge, and it will take longer than if you just wait after a few shots. It actually takes a long time for the Nerve Reaper to overheat though. It's not the best gun, but it's just a nice one overall, nice assault rifle. I'm especially interested at how it will play like in the main game. It's a cool gun, but there are more interesting ones. Take for example the Obliterator, a pistol that shoots this big shock bullet that deals a ton of damage to enemies it hits, even to Yetis, and it also obliterates them, hence the name. Yes, the big soldier guys also die from one shot, and that is pretty insane because the range is also really good. This gun needs to recharge faster obviously, but it's still really powerful. Maybe the best gun of the 4. We also got a sniper variant called the Grape Popper that does not kill enemies in one shot from afar. It depends on the headshot though, although headshot, you shoot like this blast again that can even destroy the environment. And what I found is that this gun works surprisingly well if you use it without the scope to instantly kill enemies up close. But still, that you have unlimited bullets as a sniper means that you can just sit on your spot endlessly and shoot all the enemies from afar. Cool scope as well, high tech, just like the other Mars weapons. Just a cool sniper to have and completely different from the other snipers in the game. Last but not least is the shotgun called Hellfire that functions a little bit the same as the pistol, also shooting a blast that turns the enemies into pieces, only the range is way shorter, so it actually only works as a shotgun from close range. While I found that, like I already said, the range from the Obliterator was surprisingly good, and that can also one-hit KO enemies and kill multiple ones in one shot. Also, you can't like shoot as fast with the Hellfire after each other as with the Obliterator, so I don't really see why you would use this shotgun, only if you don't have access to the pistol. By the way, the level you see here is a really good one to get some Mars vibes already, and that will also give you access to all 4 weapons. I put a link in the description down below so you can play it on the PlayStation 4 already. It's called Mars Madness and does some interesting things. We got more info thanks to the achievements and trophies that are now available for the DLC or now up. You can't of course get them until the DLC is released. No story spoilers or anything. I kind of doubt that this DLC, just like the Vietnam DLC, has a story at all. Hope I'm wrong of course, but we will see. The first trophy and achievement is kind of similar to the one we saw in the Vietnam DLC, where you saw it pop after the first few minutes. In the Mars DLC, you have to reboot a terminal on the top of the control center antenna to probably start your mission on Mars. The next one is interesting. Perform 10 takedowns on arachnids using the power glove. Arachnids are probably these alien spiders we need to kill, and the power glove is a new melee weapon that we can use. Don't think it's in the arcade just yet. So maybe something you can like use to slam on the ground to kill these insects. I mean, if there's no gravity in the DLC, and that will probably be the case, you can like jump real high and then like do this slam on the ground. Maybe that is what this is. The next trophy or achievement is called Mars a Second Amendment, where we simply need to buy 12 weapons. So yes, this got me confused, of course, because I don't think there are like 12 different weapons in the DLC you can buy probably. Or maybe there are, and that it also includes like weapons that are already in Far Cry 5, like not new weapons. Or maybe it's tied to the objectives that you need to buy weapons to take out the aliens on Mars or something like that. Let me know your theories in the comments down below. I of course hope that there are indeed 12 weapons, but then they would have been in the arcade, you would think. Although looking at this new trophy, kill 10 arachnids with carb mones, might imply that there are maybe more tools to play with. Carb mones like mines or something, things you can maybe find in the world that you can then throw to the enemies. I'm not sure. Then we have complete the game. It also gives you an achievement or trophy. And then we have the trophy for all the queens. So maybe some optional bosses in the world. That does sound pretty cool. Kill them all and you will be rewarded. The final one is a gold trophy. Collect all of Larry's notes. And of course Larry is the crazy guy in the game that took the teleporter to this Mars DLC. So he probably left some notes that you need to find for the best rewards. We got the same amount of trophies and achievements as the Vietnam DLC, so I expect the same length. Although the Vietnam DLC did have like these different modes where you could like replay the DLC again. I don't see that here in the trophies and achievements for the Mars DLC. So maybe it's a little longer. It does look like it will have more toys to play around with. So when will we see the DLC? That is of course the big question, with the guns already being in the arcades. Well, the achievements for the Vietnam DLC started showing up 2 weeks before the release, but the Vietnam assets were added to the arcade 1 week before the DLC was out. So it will either be next week or the week after that. And looking at the fact that the previous DLC launched on a Tuesday, I think that Ubisoft wants to do the same here as well. So that would mean that it can either be July 10th or July 17th. When we know more, I'll of course let you know here on the channel. So totally subscribe if you haven't already for everything Far Cry 5. Drop a like to support the channel. Check out my recent video on the new live event that is going on right now. And that adds a new weapon to the game. And I will speak to you next time. Thanks for watching and goodbye.